on this week's episode of the Social Media Magic Podcast, I'm sharing 5 kinds of content that every single seller needs to be sharing on social media. And one of those is long form content. So let's talk about that. I really do think that we're in an age where you can't avoid video. Now, can you be successful without video? Technically, it's possible, yes, but you have to consider that really the internet is video first now. And so if you're not creating long form video content, you're going to be behind everybody else. And I don't say that to scare you or to make you buy my stuff. I really do believe that. I'm seeing that right now. If you haven't already, I want to encourage you to create some long form content. And I want to talk for a minute to my blogger friends. If you are a TPT seller and you already have a blog, or maybe you have a website and you haven't really created consistent blog content, or on the other end, you're a blogger and you don't really have any products, I really think you should start a YouTube channel or a video podcast. And it's the fact that you just create a deeper relationship with the people who view it, with your subscribers, with your followers. They just really come to see you and know you. They hear your intonation, they see who you are online, they get to know your voice, and they just know you a little better than an audio only content or text only content. It's also way harder to fake. Now, this is quickly changing because the AI tools for video are wild. I'm sure you've seen some people on here that are like AI influencers are not real, or people basically deep faking and cloning themselves online, all kinds of stuff there. But you are going to stand out. You are going to build a brand. You are going to sell more products. You are going to grow your email list. You are going to get more sales by leaning into humanness and showing who you really are online. And part of that is by showing up on video, because short of actually meeting people in person, like this is the next best thing. It also really builds your authority quickly. So if you think about how you consume content, likely if you do watch YouTube or if you watch or listen to podcasts, we tend to binge, or heck, even just Netflix, okay? Think about how much you admire certain celebrities. Part of the reason for this is you really feel like you know them because you've binged so much of their life, of their content, and maybe not even their life, but just a certain TV show or even a movie. After a movie, you have been watching these people for like 2 to 3 hours, which is kind of wild to think about. If you've binged a podcast or watched a YouTube channel and watched several other videos, you might be watching or listening to them talk for 3 to 7 to maybe even 10 or more hours. You are going to know so much about them, what they believe about the topic that they're talking about, and that builds their authority and expertise in your eyes in a way that text content just doesn't. If you do have a blog, I highly recommend going through your old blog posts and thinking, how can I turn these into YouTube videos, and can I use ChatGPT or Claude, plug my blog posts in and create scripts for me? Or can I just use the blog post already as an outline and then record and riff it? Your videos don't have to be long either. I'm talking 3 to 5 minutes, maybe up to 10 minutes if you eventually want to monetize the videos. It's nice to have them at least 8 minutes long. Just have something to go with your content. And then from the search engine side, if you have a YouTube video or a video podcast and you insert that into your blog post, now not only are people staying on your page longer if you care about that, but 2, you're giving people a shorter, easier, more accessible way to actually digest and learn the content. And while they might skim a blog post and only hang out for a few seconds or maybe a minute, video will make sure they actually absorb what you're teaching. And if you think about this for food bloggers, anytime I go on a recipe site, I'm usually not hanging out on a recipe site for long, right? I'm going to cook what I want to cook and I'm going to leave. If they have photos showing each step of the process, that's great. If they have a video walking me through how to do it, that is even better. And I bookmark that page on my phone, on my Google Chrome browser, and I come back to it. So the more ways you can give people to interact with your content, the more mediums you give, the better, and the more quickly it positions you as an expert in their eyes. And if you're selling digital products or printables, you can actually demonstrate the use of these products and have people buy right off the content. You don't have to wait for them to go to your email list or to binge a whole bunch of videos. They can just buy right away. I hope that you go out and create some long form content. If you don't know how to do that, I have an evergreen course where that's one of the first things we're going to be doing, is helping you create a bank of 12 evergreen videos, which then you can use to repurpose your content. So if you'd like more information about that, you can just comment evergreen and I'll give you details. Okay, bye.